Hello everyone, welcome to this video lecture. So in this video lecture, I'm going to tell you the solution of a problem that I faced very early when I was learning to work with a Raspberry Pi. So all of us know that we use SD card or micro SD card while working with Raspberry Pi. Basically, we load operating system into the micro SD card and then we insert it to the Raspberry Pi, and it is the storage of Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi boots up from that card and we can actually store even the user generated data in that card. Basically, micro SD card acts as a hard disk for Raspberry Pi, just as it acts as a storage for our cell phone devices. Now, I have faced a very particular problem. Whenever I write any OS for Raspberry Pi on the SD card, only a part of that is visible to Windows and rest of the Linux file system is not visible to Windows. So in case I need to rewrite that SD card with a new operating system, or in case I need to repurpose that SD card for some other operating system, it is kind of difficult to recover that partition. So for example, I have inserted a micro SD card with some operating system for Raspberry Pi installed on it, and let me connect that SD card reader to my computer through the USB port. This will only take a moment. So as of now, my computer has got 3 physical disks and 1 Google Drive, which is actually mapped on one of these physical disks. So as soon as I attach the micro SD card reader with micro SD card inserted, you can see additional drives. Okay, so as you can see, there are additional drives, and let me close all these windows and message boxes. So as we can see, there is the boot partition and then there is the Linux partition, and it says format disk and all. Okay, so now I want to reuse this micro SD card. So the trick for reusing it is we have to use Microsoft Disk Partitioning utility. So click on the search bar and just type DI, and it is going to show you create and format disk partition utility. This is a very handy utility. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So it is going to take some time because it is related to hardware and it is reading the information from all the disks. So it is going to show us all the disks connected to this computer's motherboard by any means. So we have 2 NVMe M.2 SSD hard disks, and we have one traditional bigger SSD as the storage for this computer, and then we have attached another micro SD card. So now here we can see E colon, D colon, and this is the C colon where we have installed the operating system, and then we have here the removable disk 59.69 GB. So basically it is a 64 GB micro SD card. So we can simply right click it and we can just say delete volume. So it is going to remove all the data. See, it automatically closed the window in the background. Okay. And okay, now it is saying that it is unallocated. Now I'm going to delete this volume too. And it is going to delete this volume. So make sure that you choose the correct drive, because if you choose any one of your hard disks by mistake, then it is going to format all that data in that hard disk and it is going to create unallocated partition. Okay, so now we have cleaned our micro SD card of 64 GB, and now we are going to go to this part. It reads show hidden icons, and here we have the icon for USB connection. So here I'm just going to click eject mass storage device. Okay, and now if I go to File Explorer, it doesn't show me the micro SD card. So it means that it has been safely unmounted. So I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. So it has reconnected and it says, please insert a disk into USB drive H. It means that we have properly cleaned our micro SD card and it is ready to be written an operating system on it. So this is how we can reuse a card on which we have written or on which we have flashed an micro SD card image of any operating system for Raspberry Pi or any other single board computer. So I hope that you found this video lecture useful. So I'm going to continue uploading such kind of useful video lectures for all of you in the future. In case you do not want to miss any of the lectures that I'm going to upload, then I recommend you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching this video lecture and I will see you next time.